Well, the cowboy music was, Gary and I was talking about this the other night, you know, and you always see the cowboys with the guitars and they're singing around the campfires. And the truth of it is that they probably couldn't carry guitars around with them. It wasn't as easy as it looked. And chuck wagons were full of the necessities for being out on the trails. And for months and months, the wheat, the bacon, whatever they had there, the necessary essentials, the saddlebags, the gear, the tack. And so to have some guitar thrown in the back of the wagon probably didn't really exist. So cowboys were probably without the instruments. Now, I do know that Alan Lomax, he was one of the guys who found a lot of those cowboy songs, but Jack Thorpe, wasn't it Jack Thornton? Am I right? Thorpe, yeah. He hunted up the cowboy songs that we know today. A lot of them came right from him. And he traveled around from camp to camp and worked for a variety of different outfits, and he had what was called a banjo mandolin. And of course, it was a banjo metal head, skin top, a metal frame, and probably about this long right here, and it was an 8-string instrument, and it was a mandolin. Now, they're pretty much indestructible because they were banjos, and so he would carry that around in his saddlebags, and that would probably have been something they found in those chuck wagons, maybe something like that, or fiddle, or harmonica. So anyway, I'm going to do one of my favorite cowboy songs on the mandolin here. It's called Tying Knots in the Devil's Tail. I know for our cowboy aficionados out there, this isn't anything new to you, but this is one of the very favorites. They say that the difference between fairy tales and cowboy stories is fairy tales start off once upon a time, and cowboy stories start off, this ain't no bull. Isn't that right, Joe? Well, here we go. Oh, way up high in the side repeats where the yeller pine grows tall. Oh, Sandy Bob and Buster Jig had a rodeo camp last fall. They'd taken their horses to running irons, maybe a dog or two, and allowed that brand any longer calf come with better view. How any old dog with flop long ears and didn't brush up by day, got his long ears whittled, his old hide sizzled, and the motor started to speak away. One fine day, old Sandy Bob throwed a seagull down. He says, I'm tired of Cowboy Lee, allows us headed for town. So they saddled him up and they hit him on the lope, for there weren't no side of a ride. Them was the days when the buckaroo could well up his insides. Well, it started off at the Kentucky bar, they had a whiskey roll, and they ended up down at the depot house, some 40 drinks below. Well, they set them up and they turned around, and they goes the other way. And I'll tell you the gosh for awful truth, them boys got stewed that day. As they was a-heading back to camp, packing up pretty good load. Well, who should they meet but the devil himself come a-prancing down the road. Said he, you ornery cowboy skunks, you better go hunt your hole. 'Cause I'm the devil from a hell's rim rock, come together up your souls. Gonna get you, boys! Now Sandy Bob said, devil be damned, we boys be kind of tight. But you ain't gonna take no cowboy souls, we should have one heck of a fight. So he grabbed his rope and he built him a loop, swang her straight and true. And they lopped it right on the old devil's horns, and he took some dallies too. Now Buster Jig was a real man with a gut line coiled up neat. Well, he shook him out of loop and he swang her straight, he lassoed the devil's high feet. Well, they tailed him down, they stretched him out while the arms was getting hot. They swallowed crop, forked up his ears, and they branded him up a lot. Well, they pruned up his horns with a dehorning saw, and they knotted his tail for a joke. And they rode off and they left him right there, neck down to a blackjack oak. If you ever get high, that's all of us together. If you ever get high, in the side repeats, let's try that again. If you ever get high and the siren beats and you hear one hell of a wail. Well, you know it's just the devil Jezebel around about the knots tied in his tail. If you ever get high and the siren beats, you hear one hell of a wail. Well, you know it's just the devil Jezebel around about the knots tied in his tail. It's a fun little instrument right here. I love this thing.